guys. So today I'm kind of just gonna spitball, and I'm gonna talk about my experiences going from mostly console. I mean, I had my blue laptop when I first started out. I had a blue laptop. It had just integrated graphics, and it was a stretch to ask it to run Lego Batman 2. In fact, I think the highest frame rate I got on that ever was 25-ish, maybe more. 25, it rarely hit 30. So going from a crappy laptop to a pre-built HP with a GTX 1060 and a Core i5, how do I feel? How is it? Well, I think the first thing that you have to realize when you start talking about PCs is, or rather, the first thing I realized was the sheer amount of flexibility these machines have. I mean, my goodness, you can... I mean, I know you can do other things besides just game on them, which is a massive plus, but there's very little you can't do on a computer. And I must say, as someone who had issues with the kind of media center console style thing of the Xbox One with its very slow architecture. I mean, I've had issues with this machine, yes, but nothing major. And I gotta say, that's huge. But the biggest thing I think I need to talk about... One moment, please. Excuse me. The biggest thing I feel I need to talk about is the gaming experience. As someone who's only really watched PC game footage up until now, like the footage you're seeing now, 60 FPS always looked weird. I don't know how to describe it other than weird, but as you can hopefully see in the top right, I'm sorry. Apparently I don't know my left from my right. But as you can see in the top right, we're pulling anywhere from 100 to 60 frames on Borderlands 2. And it's so nice. It's so fluid. And, you know, the keyboard and mouse debate when it comes to shooters, I'm surprised that's still a debate. I really am. There's no comparison because I can't aim. Let's just be real about this. I cannot aim to save my life. Okay, that was bad. But still, I can't aim to save my life. No pun intended. But it's just different, I guess, to have the experience, to have the more precision. Because even I can pull off headshots, and sniping becomes a more valid option. And you can run in, shoot somebody, and you can switch a lot faster, too. Because instead of having to press Y or pull up a stupid menu that takes, like, 5 seconds, where you're completely vulnerable, you can just reach up from whatever you're doing, and you can hit a button, and you've just switched to that, switch to that weapon. And it's a lot less intensive, a lot less intensive and a lot less time consuming. It's more valuable to do a hot swap from a shotgun to a pistol when your enemy pulls too far out and you have to shoot him. Granted, I know you're looking at gameplay footage, but I'm recording this and then just putting it over. So, you know, it's very interesting to see the kind of hot swap ability or the ability to up your graphics settings, to blow the graphics out of the water. You know, it's interesting though that people still pay for consoles, I guess, is my overall conclusion to which one is better. I mean, even when I had the laptop, I thought it was PC because mods and more flexibility. But my I guess my overall question, as I'm spitballing and just talking, my overall question is, why do people still pay for consoles? I mean, granted, people might pay a lot more. For example, you may have a console that's $200, say, and a PC that's $800, or or so, for a mid to high end. But if you really are scraping the bottom and you just want something and you don't care what it is, you can get one for $300. Of course, I'm not that good at this stuff, so to be honest, I couldn't. But I did find a way. It was just a pretty janky solution. It was, you get a Dell Optiplex, an older Dell Optiplex from like 2000. You slap a 1050 Ti in it, and boom, you're golden. And actually, it's amazing what you can do. And for the power, for the capabilities that you have, I don't see the logic behind paying for consoles anymore, except for exclusives. I mean, I guess one could make the argument that because they're easier to use. Yeah, consoles are easier to use, but you have to upgrade them every year. Whereas, even if you get a pre-built, you can still get inside it, and you can still, unless you get a Mac like a moron, you can still just get inside it, upgrade what you need to upgrade, change what you need to change, and you're fine. And not only that, but you can do more than just game on them. I mean, let's say that you're going through college, or you're going through high school, or you're doing some more academic things, but you're a massive gamer. You can still do that stuff. I mean, you can write a paper, and when you're done with your paper, you can go into Borderlands 2 like that. It's just. I knew it was better, but I didn't know that consoles were this big of a ripoff. And I don't know, because while I'm ripping into consoles in general here, I don't know, because as I keep thinking about it, the PlayStation 4, for instance, has a lot more of a computer console hybrid feel. For instance, it's compatible with a keyboard and mouse, so you could just pop it in and you're good to go. You can't write papers on it. You don't have as much multitasking, but you do still have a lot of power, even in the stock PS4, and you get their exclusives, as well as their multiplats, and the input argument is really non-existent for some games, because you can just pop in a keyboard and mouse, and then boom, you're playing as if nothing ever changed. So it's just, sorry about all the background noise. It's interesting. I know I keep repeating that word, but it's a ripoff, man. Like, $200, yeah, but that cheapness really doesn't hold up in the long run. Like, because in 2-3 years you're gonna have to upgrade again. Like, games just have stopped being made. But the thing about a computer is, in 10 years might be a bit of a stretch, but in 5 or so years, you can probably just downgrade the graphics a little on what the latest and greatest is going to be, and you'll be fine. All you have to do is change your graphical settings. It's a weird thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to talk about other than, yeah, it's a ripoff. I know I've repeated myself, but hey, this is a spitballing video. You knew what you clicked on. I think either this is going to be a revival of the Breached Opinions series. Well, more like a restart, because that first one was born out of lack of ability. Or maybe I'll call this Spitballing, episode 1. I don't know. But, yeah, let me know what you think about this whole, just a guy spitballing on audio and synced up to gameplay. Alright, guys, this is Breach445, and remember, I'm not going to go with that joke because I really don't want to get demonetized. Bye, everybody! Okay, is there a way to stop? Like, okay, wait, is there...